thank you, Zal.
Excellent. Thank you, and thank you for your service to our country.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling in.
My birthday's today, too.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday on top of it.
78 years old.
God bless you.
God bless you for
Well,
sure.
it's not too late. You get down to the county clerk, and they'll roll out the red carpet for you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Well, there you go. It's got to be touching to hear the personal stories. Give us an example of a couple that really got to you and what it meant on a personal level. I'm sure there are many.
I could be here all night.
Mm-hmm.
We've been able to help so many different families. And as a matter of fact, if you visit our website, we have some families, some videos of families who we've been able to help. We have a female on there who was in the Army, I believe. Her spouse was also in the military, and just last December he passed away, and a week later, after him passing away, her house burnt down. She was referred to our organization from Congresswoman Slaughter's office. So, again, we're really getting out there. Politicians are really starting to look at us a little closer. We were able to help her. So we have her whole story on there as far as where she was, and then after seeking out Western New York Heroes, where she is now. We have the video on there from Judge Russell in Erie County with Veterans Court speaking on behalf of Western New York Heroes. Ellen Warren, who was the director of the Rochester Veterans Outreach Center, which we are pushing now to build a Veterans Outreach Center in Buffalo.
Right.
The purpose of the Veterans Outreach Center, or Opportunity Center, I kind of lean more towards the Veterans Opportunity Center because the family's really the first one to do the outreach. And I kind of like the whole motto that when you walk through our doors, it's a world of opportunity.
There you
So
go. There you go.
with the Veterans Opportunity Center, we're looking to have it placed like Tonawanda, Niagara Street area in Buffalo. The reason for that, compared to like maybe putting it out in the suburbs somewhere with a lot of land, horseback, or things like that, is that a lot of your vets returning back home today, because instead of seeking out counseling, the military teaches you that by asking for help is weakness. So nobody really asks for help. So they turn to the drugs, they turn to the alcohol, end up with a DWI, domestic violence, a whirlwind begins. So a lot of these vets don't even drive. So by putting this Veterans Opportunity Center in Buffalo downtown, it's on a bus route. Where we're looking to put it right now, there'll be the center itself, and in there we're looking to put Horizon Mental Health for the mental health side of it. Obviously, a office for Western New York Heroes, New York State Department Division of Veterans Affairs. I'm drawing a blank to that one. So that they can help the vets who come in file for VA disability claims. Blue Cross Blue Shield maybe have a satellite office in there for them, because we've been back and forth about developing an insurance for veterans and their families who don't have that, meaning that the military offers TRICARE. Okay, trying to find somebody around here that accepts TRICARE, it's like pulling teeth from a lion. The TRICARE is like New York State's welfare insurance. Okay, it's very hard to find somebody to accept that. So with Blue Cross coming out and trying to develop an insurance policy similar to Healthy New York, if you will, same cost but better insurance. So those are just some of the services we're looking to put in there, along with housing for homeless vets. Okay, and keeping it all literally on the same grounds, making it a true one-stop shop. And then the gentleman who is donating all this property to Western New York Heroes to make this happen, again, donating it to us.
Wow.
Land's already been cleared by the DEC. Building permits are ready to go in hand. Blueprints are drawn up. The way we're trying to work it is that any homeless vets that we pull in, or families, we can bring them in, we can get them their services right there, we can house them. Right across the street, this gentleman's also willing to employ them in his factory. And then with it being so close, we're literally a mile from Buff State, Medaille, Canisius, Dieuville. They can walk if they want.
Yeah, that's another aspect of of returning home as a vet is in terms of education.
Right.
And if you're a young vet, you know, you go off to serve and you come back and you've been taught a certain set of values and a way to live life, and how do you talk about the education process?
I want to spin off on that a little bit, because there's something that a lot of people aren't aware. In the military, you taught one other thing, taught how to kill. Chris has been working very closely with law enforcement, and there's a lot of things that have to be taken care of as far as survival is concerned that we don't even realize that Chris has had a really positive impact on the law enforcement, the community, and making them aware of some of the things that are there that sometimes we forget, that it's a whole different culture, a whole different environment. Now we're trying to put them back into, quote, our normal society, right, kind of thing. But I know you've been working with Buffalo Police, you've been working with the Sheriff's Department.
In Niagara Falls.
I can imagine if you're in a situation where you're facing an armed officer, a certain set of instincts that a normal citizen would have are going to kick in, that you have to adjust.
Right. Now, I don't work for the agencies.
Right.
Okay. Used more so as a liaison between the department and the veteran, if you will. And again, you know, called in if it gets to that point. So, you know, like Wayne had said, you know, now with Niagara County Sheriffs working with them, Niagara Falls Police, it's expanding. It's good to see, because as I go around and I speak to these different departments, there's a lot that they didn't realize either. Like, you know, if an officer is taking a domestic violence call, you need to know, or you should know, that the individual in that house, if they're a combat vet, if they're a veteran, period, all vets are trained to kill, whether it's with a rifle, whether it's with a knife, or their bare hands. So they should have some type of understanding of that, so they're not walking into it completely blind. Same thing like they had mentioned about if an officer pulls a vehicle over for reckless driving, speeding. I get pulled over my own share of times for speeding. Do I intentionally try to do it? No. It's just instinct. You know, I'm on the highway, I get alongside a tractor trailer, I'll do 100 miles an hour to get away from that tractor trailer. Why? Because that's what I was around at the time of the roadside bomb. So it's instinct, automatically kicks in. So you pull that vehicle over, if the first question every officer asks, are you a veteran? That might be the answer to the next 10 questions. That might be the answer as to why they're speeding. If they seem a little incoherent, might not necessarily mean that they're on drugs or drunk or just trying to be an idiot. You know, it could be that maybe whatever meds they're on at the time from the VA are off. You know, if you walk up and you carry that attitude, I have a badge and a sidearm, that whole situation can go a lot different. A lot of these vets, the only thing they really want is just some respect and some acknowledgement. We're not looking for nobody to bow at our feet.
Sure.
Yet I do understand that if an officer extends out that gratitude enough times and that veteran's still not cooperating, well, then I fully understand you have to do what you have to do.
Right. But on the more positive aspects, let's wrap up this entire program with a recap of the wonderful ways that we can get involved. What are some of the upcoming events? So the website, again, for all of our viewers?
The website is WNYHeroes.org. You can call us at 888-400-3892. If you're looking to volunteer, you can do that right through the website. The different events that we have coming up is this Sunday from 1 to 6 on Old Falls Street, Ricky Lee. We got the Heroes Cup Golf Tournament coming up end of August. November we hold the Red, White, and Blues, which is a big event that is being sponsored tremendously by Outback Steakhouse.
And where is that event held?
That's being held at the Connecticut Street Armory in Buffalo, New York.
Oh, very cool.
On Connecticut. So it's the Buffalo Sabres, another huge sponsor. Triad Distribution. I can't even thank them enough For the Heroes Cup Golf Tournament, Keller Chevrolet gives us the car for the hole-in-one car giveaway. So a lot of sponsors out there, a lot of people who believe in what we're doing and just want to continue to support it.
That's a fantastic organization. And wrap up for us one more time our Thank a Vet program and how they can take advantage of that.
Please take advantage of, you can come into the office. All that we ask is that you be a Niagara County resident, that you are honorably discharged veteran of any branch of the service, whether it be wartime or peacetime, that you have your discharge papers on file with the clerk's office, or that you are going to be putting them on file, and that you just bring your driver's license or an ID card along so that we can verify your Niagara County address.
Awesome. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming on the program and shedding this wonderful, shedding light on this important topic. And I know that given the future with a whole new generation of combat veterans coming home, that you guys are going to have a lot of work to do. And thank God that you're out there helping the people that need to be helped.
David,
so thank you so much.
Thank you for having us on the show. And I would like to say thank you to all of those veterans out there that have listened to this program. God bless you.
Thank you. This has been Access to Government. I'm Dave Bondro. Tune in next week. Thank you very much, everybody. Good night.